Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the host of the Degenerates Unite podcast, the three-time Degenerates Unite champion, the commissioner of chaos, the maestro of matchups, it's DJ Smearman.
Hello and welcome to the first ever Degennies award show. I'm your host, DJ Smearman, and I cannot thank you enough for joining us on this magical evening of fantasy recognition. We are here live at Nakatomi Plaza, joined by friends, families, and loved ones of the league. Unfortunately, I will be flying solo tonight as Jeremy was not able to make it as my co-host, but we will trek forward, and it starts with our first award of the night.
Everybody, get down on the ground.
Oh God, you're one of them, aren't you? Please don't kill me.
Shut up in your face.
Wait a second. Are you Luigi Mangione? The guy who killed that United Healthcare CEO last month?
No, it's me, his cousin, Waluigi Mangione, and I'm here to serve a big justice to the lazy commissioners of the Fantasy Football League. Every year, these commissioner fat cats, they sit on their ass, and they become faceless button pushers while the league suffer in silence. It's a time us managers rise up and let the commissioners know that we will not take it anymore. What are you doing?
Well, I'm glad you asked. We're celebrating the inaugural award show, the Degennies, for our league podcast, the weekly podcast for one of the best fantasy football leagues in the world, Degenerates Unite.
Are you serious? How old are you?
I'm 37 and a half.
Easy. Malone, and you got time to do this every week?
Uh-huh.
And you make the podcast over what, 11 people listen to?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say we get 11 views on a good week.
Mamma mia, that's gotta be the saddest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, probably. Well, listen, I know you have this code you abide by, but how about you stick around for the rest of the show, and after we wrap, you can determine whether or not you want to kill me.
I'll let you continue this silly podcast, but if you try anything funny, you're gonna go to the big pasta bowl in the sky, capiche?
Well then, strap in and let's get to the awards. First up, we have a few awards dedicated to how active or inactive a manager can be. First, let's start with inactive. The winner of the I Loved My Draft Award, which is the least amount of waiver moves for the 2024 season, goes to Amy with a whopping 5 moves made on the year.
Just want to say thank you so much for this prestigious award. It means so much to me, and I will cherish it forever. Great season of Degenerates Unite Weekly. Never miss an episode. I'm looking forward to the next couple weeks of playoffs. May the best man win.
Still holding on to Justin Fields, I see. Truly incredible. Next, we have the award for the team with the most waiver moves, a.k.a. the Grinder of the Year, a.k.a. the Benz Award. And this year, with a completely unhinged number of 99 waiver moves through 15 weeks, the award goes to Benz.
Thank you so much for this prestigious award. I accept it, I appreciate it, and I'm going to cherish it forever. Also want to give a shout out to both Terry and Jeremy for the excellent work they do on the DUW podcast every week. It truly makes this league one of a kind. I've never played in a league with a podcast like this, and yeah, makes things a lot more fun. Also want to give a special thank you to Terry for taking away our rights to trade featured draft picks, which I used and abused for many years. It's actually made the league a lot more competitive and just fun to be a part of. Thank you all. Look forward to next year.
Well, that's a spicy meatball, DJ Smearman. How did the managers find the time to make all of these moves?
I'm not sure, Waluigi, but with Amy and Benz both making the playoffs, results are the only thing that matters.
So far, so good, Smearman. But if you think I'm gonna break your neck like my American girlfriend breaks dried pasta for our Instagram videos, think again.
Okie dokie. Moving right along, let's get into the Lucky Fuck Award. This is rewarded to the team with the least amount of points against. And not that it would have mattered because this manager went ballistics with the points for, but nevertheless, this year, that winner is AP.
Just want to say thank you so much for this prestigious award. It means a lot to me, and I will cherish it forever. You know, when Terry begged me on his hands and knees years ago to join this league, I was real hesitant. I had a lot going on in my life. I was training for the Ironman competition at the time, my third one, and I just didn't think I was gonna be able to fit it in. And it really, didn't really like anyone in the league that he mentioned. I didn't recognize half of them. The ones I did recognize really didn't like. So really wasn't on my radar to join. But then, when he started crying, I felt really bad. So I figured I'd throw him a bone and, hop on the train and see what it was like. And, I'm really glad I did, because it's been great, been great watching, Nick melt down and delete the internet. I'd love to really say thanks to Terry and Jeremy for all the hard work they do on the podcast, even though the audio levels are never really balanced correctly, and the intro music is always way louder than the actual dialogue, so I never really understood what was going on there. But it's like 7 out of 10 stuff. Good, pretty good. I'd also like to thank Terry for getting rid of the draft pick trades that were plaguing our league and ruining it for years. This year, it's super competitive, sign of a real healthy league, and I love that. So well done there. And you don't hear me giving Terry kudos very often. So maybe maybe this was Jeremy's idea. Actually, it was probably Jeremy's idea. So thank you, Jeremy, for this. I feel pretty good about my team this year. I went into the draft. I didn't want to do anything crazy. I just kind of hammered my first 4 picks for big dogs that I thought would definitely produce. And I remember I after a certain amount of picks, I think Ben's commented in the chat. He said, AP's picking a team of boomers. You got that right, buddy. I'd be booming all over town. So thank you for that, Benz. So if I could make a prediction for next year about my team, I would say it's going to be the best team I've ever drafted. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you, AP, and wow, you are quite the lucky little freak.
That's a lot of points. Spot on.
Moving on, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart, and that's trades, or in this case, lack of trades. This year, there was a player that was sought after because of a soft end-of-season schedule, but unfortunately, this player did not come through, and the manager was the one who paid for it. So the winner of the Shoulda Traded That Guy award goes to T-Mac for holding on to Breece Hall, even though he got many trade offers throughout the year asking for him. Congratulations, T-Mac.
Greetings, Degenerates. Tyler here, aka T-Mac, aka Lone Wolf McQuaid. Firstly, I'd like to thank Yahoo for never getting their projections right and giving us a platform for incredible matchups. I'd also like to thank our beloved commissioners, Smears and Jeremy, for maintaining order and pumping out some of the most epic podcasts ever, specifically the T-Mac is Dumb episode. I have not had a season with a losing record since, and they both had quite a few collectively. And lastly, the great game of football, for without it, I would not be accepting this award. Prediction for next year, trophy is coming home to Winthrop. Cheers, guys.
I don't know that trading is the funner parts of fantasy football. Why is he so stingy with his fucking players?
I don't know, Waluigi, but I recall harassing him quite a bit for a past trade he made, so that may have something to do with it.
Oh, move it the fuck on. You can't live your life in fear like a leaning tower of pussy.
Ha! Good one. Fucking wrecked him. Next, let's talk about losing streaks. You can tell a lot by a man by how many times in a row he loses. It's the real gutless losers that lose 4 games in a row. At 5 games in a row, you become a circus geek and live off of fish heads. And if a man loses 6 games in a row, most of them cut their own balls off. And for Nick Bratton, he has done all of those things as he lost 7 games in a row. Congratulations, Nick.
Hey guys, former champion, 2-time actually, Nick here. You might know me as the Bruiser, the Hamburger Bin, Captain Tickles. These days, I just go by a more simple name, Dad. That's why you don't see me in the chat anymore. And I just wanted to take this time to pop in and say thank you so much for this prestigious award. Even though I've been away from the chat for so long, it's nice to know that you guys are still thinking of me and giving me this award. I'm going to cherish it forever. But while I have your attention, I wanted to mention a couple of other things, like the fact that I really never miss an episode of DUI DW. driving under the influence of Degenerates Weekly. And you know what? This league, it's just been far and away my favorite league. Even though it's the only league I play in, and you guys are the only people that I call friends, it's still, something to hold on to. So at this time of the year, when everybody's talking about how sad they are and all the time that they're spending with their friends and loved ones, and I don't have any of those, it's just nice to have DUI. Oh, wait, no, it's DUW. No, it's just DU. See, my brain doesn't really work that much these days. So I'm just going to close off with my prediction for next year, which is Ian's going to go in the ocean. And that's really all I know, because my season stunk. I stink. But I love you guys. God bless.
When was the last time this clown won a championship?
Oh my God. It's been a long time, Waluigi. I think it's been almost 5 years. Some think he's cursed to never win again until he joins back into the group chat.
Oh, mamma mia, what a, como se dice, shitlord.
Yes, shitlord, Waluigi. I agree. Gigantic shitlord. All right, let's move on. And in this league, we really admire team customization. The team name and picture are the single most important aspect of your identity in a fantasy football league. Some absolutely firecracker names from this year, such as Griddler on the Roof and I'm Just Dead, I'm Dust. And then you have the stinkers. And this year, the award for worst team name and picture goes to Stathi, Vengeance in the Viking Gun.
Oh my God! I wanna say thank you for this award. I want to thank the commissioner. Greatest podcast of all time. I've listened to it over I think 15,000 times now, to be honest. Great work. Thank you so much, and I'll cherish this. Goodbye. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. I also want to thank Degenerates United, the greatest fantasy football league and podcast of all time. Thanks. Right.
No, that's the worst AI created name I ever heard in my life. Don't you know they're taking away the jobs from the creatives? I'm gonna need his contact info before we are done here, Smearman.
Oh, I mean, he's the type of commissioner you want. He's a do-nothing commissioner. You want to take this guy out. He's useless. And, this whole Italian hitman thing isn't helping the stereotypes, right?
Shut up, you. At least I got a job. You silly little American cowboy, eh?
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Continue your show, Mr. Cowboy.
Next, we move on to what I'm feeling currently. And that's injured. It's hard enough to win a championship in fantasy football, but when half your team is getting injured, it makes it damn near impossible. Guys like Mike Evans, David Njoku, and Jamison Williams missing time hurts even the best teams. So the team with the most injuries this year and the winner of the Mr. Glass Award goes to Ryan.
Hey gang, Ryan here. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Honored to bring home this prestigious award. It's crazy to think I can trace my roots in this league back to when Jordan banged on my door at 8 a.m. during the second week of our freshman year and convinced me to come down to ESPN Zone to watch the Patriots with him. Needless to say, I couldn't imagine doing fantasy football with any other group of degenerates. Let's just not tell Charlie Baker about it. Hoping that by the time this airs, I'll be getting ready for a playoff matchup, but no matter what happens, just know I'll always be standing pat. Peace.
Congratulations, Ryan. It's tough to win without your players. What can you do?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that many injuries since my wife burned the macaroni.
All right, moving on. We're going to go to something that is so important to this league that we have been coming back to for years and years and years, and that is gambling. And this year, there was a manager who put himself out there, and unfortunately, it came crashing down on him with his mythical picks. So, the winner of this year's Worst Gambler in Degenerates Unite goes to Jason.
Hey guys, Jason here. Just want to say thank you so much for this prestigious award. It means a lot and I will cherish it forever. If I had a trophy, I would have it next to me in the bed and sleep with it. That's how much it means to me. I fucking love the Degenerates United weekly podcast. To me, it's like This American Life combined with every ESPN podcast, except 10 times better. I look forward to it every week. I have withdrawals of it in the off season, and I'm really indebted and grateful to DJ Smearman for putting this together. I hope one day to be a guest, but I realize finishing, 5th or 6th or 3rd or 12th every year doesn't make me much of a get. But I love it, and I look forward to next year's episodes. I won't be listening during the playoffs because it's too depressing. This year was a complete dumpster fire in terms of trades, in terms of injuries, in terms of any way you can stack it up. I mean, finishing behind some of the jabronis in our league that I finished behind is really embarrassing. But hope springs eternal. I think next year I can put together a good draft and some better trades and hopefully finish in the top 7. I don't want to set the bar too high because, I've been a failure for 38 years. I don't think there's any reason to believe that will change going forward. But I appreciate you guys having me in the league and happy to be a doormat for whoever is going to be the 2025 champion, just like I was in 2024.
Jason, I hate to see it, but you started off hot, but then I think you went 0-10 to end. It's unfortunate, my man.
If I was a bookie, I would break his legs even if he paid me.
All right, we're winding down here, guys, and it's time to talk about the bottom of the barrel. Every year, whether you like it or not, there's going to be losers in this league, and these are the guys who finished at the bottom. So there's such thing as having the worst record and being the worst team in the league, and that comes down to the points for. And this year, a manager had so little points, yet he didn't finish in last place, that we had to still talk about it. So the team in the league with the least amount of points goes to Evan.
Hey y'all, this is Evan. You know me this year as More DJ, Less Bitchin'. Just wanted to thank everybody for this incredible award. It means just so much to me and the rest of the team and the staff. Looking back at the off season last year, as well as the draft class, we really thought we had a team set for success. Looking back to in season, we really started off with a lot of adversity, major injuries to top round draft picks, players demanding to be entered into the transfer portal and going on to other teams to finish the season. All the skill positions just completely underwhelming. Really set us up this year to be put in the position that we're in. So again, well deserved. We're not going to put any stats in the record books, but we're looking potentially to have the least amount of points scored in a season in the league in history. So again, that just speaks to the volumes that this staff and this team has put in over the course of the season. So, but really, it's not about the players. The players are shit. It's really about the owners. So I wanted to reach out to the owners and thank you all, as well as our beloved board, for handing out these awards. So again, thank you all so much. Looking forward to see what the end of the season brings, and potentially to be in the last place at the end of the year. So again, well deserved. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the holidays.
Oh wow! What was his worst performance?
Oh, I mean, thinking back, I think he actually had a week where he only put up 47 points.
Oh, mamma mia! I scored more points than the bocce ball.
All right, guys, so that'll take us over to our worst team of the year. And this year, it was someone special and near and dear to our hearts. This manager was the complete epitome of a loser this year. Hardly being able to put points together. Anytime, every week when he went up against another manager, the other managers were licking their chops because they knew they had an easy matchup ahead of them. This year, because we can't do the hot chip anymore and it's been banned illegal, there will be one person heading into the polar plunge, and that is Tyreek 40-yard dash cam Ian.
Hey guys, it's Ian, number 12 in the league, number 12th in your hearts. Just wanted to say thank you so much for this prestigious award. It's been a tough year. It means a lot to me, and I'll cherish it forever. I cherish all of you, except for Nick. I miss some of the episodes of Degenerates Unite Weekly, but I always catch up. It gets a little confusing, especially if I'm a few weeks behind. But it's always pretty funny. You guys have a good rapport. I really enjoy it, even though I'm not allowed on the show anymore. How did my season go? Well, take a fucking look. Next year, I predict that I will not be 12th. I'll probably be like 10th or 9th. So, looking forward to that. Love you guys. Keep it up. All that good stuff. And hey, go fuck yourself, Nick. Bye.
We all look forward to seeing those nipples, Ian.
Does he have the braille nipples like Stevie Wonder?
We will soon find out, Waluigi. Well, all right, guys, this is the end of the show and time for the biggest award of the night, the League Podcast of the Year Award. This year, it was a difficult decision, and we have narrowed it down to 5 finalists.
The Degenerates Unite Weekly Podcast, where Terry and Jeremy shine as a dynamic duo that brings laughs and tears to a league full of degenerates. Diary of a Mad White Woman Podcast, Amy's podcast where it delves deep into her alt-right lifestyle. Amy talks about minorities that bother her and how they should go back to wherever they came from. And of course, the top downloaded episode of the year, Why Can't I Say the N-Word Anymore? The Glazed and Confused Podcast with Benz and Adam, a 5-day-a-week podcast about Benz and Adam and their unfiltered love and admiration for one another. Listen as they compliment each other over simple tasks and abuse the waiver wire. The Mythical Betting Hour with Jason and Ian. The short-lived podcast only lasted 4 episodes, but will live on in our hearts forever. We're the Other Guys podcast with Ryan, Evan, Staffy, Nick, and T-Mac. Not sure what these guys talk about, but they're around. Maybe wrestling or some shit, I don't know. And the winner for Best League Podcast is Degenerates Unite Weekly. DJ Smearman, I made it. Can you believe you gave me the wrong directions to get here?
Jeremy, no! You can't be here! Waluigi Mangione's gonna whack me off!
Not so fast, Jeremy. I got you now.
Let him go, Waluigi! He's dainty and has brittle bones!
Put your hands behind your head, or this little bitch is gonna get it.
You got me.
Oh, still the cowboy, DJ Smearman. You and commissioners are all alike. At this time, Adam Silver does not ride off into the sunset with a Richard Goodell.
It's Roger Goodell, asshole.
Enough of the jokes. Oh, yes. What was it you said to me before? Yippee-ki-yay, Mamma Mia.
Jeremy, get down! Happy trails, Waluigi.
That's not a hostage.
Jeremy, are you okay?
I'm okay, baby.
We did it, Jeremy. We won Best League Podcast at the Degennies.
Hold me, DJ Smearman.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful. but the fire is so delightful.
December
And
18th,
since we've no
2024,
place to go.
Degenerates Unite Weekly. It's me, Smear McLean. I'm joined by the Hans Gruber. Jeremy, what's up, Jeremy?
Not much, just, ready for Christmas.
Last time, we're winding down here hard, guys, and we just want to give a big shout out to the league real quick. But big season finale. We had a lot of fun making it. We hope you guys had a lot of fun listening to it. And thank you all for being in the league. Thank you all for playing this year. Paying on time, that's a big one. Jeremy has
I really appreciate it. I didn't have to hunt any down.
Nope, and we had a successful year. Everything from the draft to the Geller Bowl, now in going into the playoffs. And with that, best of luck to the playoff teams. We have myself versus Benz. This is a rematch of the finals 2 years ago. I'm sure Benz wants his revenge. He's licking his chops. And then you have Amy versus Adam. These are all, Amy won last year. She's looking to go back-to-back. Adam seems to be the favorite. So we have a lot of pieces moving. Good luck to everybody out there.
And unfortunately this year, I don't know if we're going to be able to do a night before or fight before Christmas daily fantasy tournament. The Grinch actually stole it.
It's true.
But we'll see if we can whip something up. Just even if you're eliminated, stay active on the message board, and there'll be some stuff there.
Absolutely, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening, and we will see you guys next year. Toodles.
But as long as you hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. The fire